Hi guys, this is Asad Siddiqui. I'm the owner and developer at iDesignSmart.com, and today I'll be talking about page layouts with WordPress Avada theme. This is a super powerful theme, and they have a tool called the Fusion Page Builder or Visual Page Builder, which is kind of neat. And many customers or clients that I've used this theme for, they have asked me on a tutorial on how to develop pages or how to lay out content using that plugin or using that visual builder, because I find it very easy and it's very powerful for me. Like, it takes out a lot of knowledge of HTML and CSS that otherwise I'll have to spend a lot of time with, especially laying out content in multiple columns and full width containers. So I will show you how to do that. Generally speaking, this theme is very powerful. What I've done is I've selected the home page which you're looking at, and I deleted all the content so you to make it easier for you to get to this stage. Pretty much everybody who buys Avada theme and looks at their video figures out how to import the content, the sample content that is provided. If you don't know how to do that, I'll show you. It's really simple. So all you do is go to your dashboard, and once you're on your dashboard, appearance, and you click on theme options. And in the theme options, you have import demo content on the general tab. So you click on this button and all the content that is on their demo gets imported to your site. So you do that only once, otherwise it will import it again. Once it's imported, you'll get their theme just like I have, and everything will be set up, and you'll have all the page content as well. In this case, I deleted the home page version number 7 content, so I can show you how to lay out content on home pages of Avada theme. And all the other samples, let's say we go to home page version 1, for example, which is more which a lot of people look at and they like a lot. So once you scroll down, this is the full width slider, and once you scroll down, what you'll see is they'll have like 3 images, and then they'll have progress bars, and they have blog entries, and then they have a nice call to action kind of a banner. Then you have a footer. So this layout a lot of people like, but they get stuck on whether, if I go with this page layout, whether these are the only things that are available to me. No, these are not the only things. This is just a sample on how content can be laid out, and you can lay out your content as you like it. So I will just go with homepage version 7, which I selected, and the reason for that was it had revolution slider. So I like revolution slider. I think it's very flexible and easy to configure, so that's why I wanted to go with that. And usually websites that I design using this theme, I go with revolution slider. So getting back to the topic on how to create page layouts and how to use the page builder that is provided to you, that comes bundled in with this theme, and it's a plugin called Visual Theme Fusion Core or something like that. You can look at it. You can look it up in the plugins section. So I'll show you how to lay out the content. So edit page. We'll talk about how to edit the revolution slider or have your own sliders all together, or how to edit Google Fonts revolution slider with theme punch in a separate video. So I'll do that in a separate video. The point of this one is to show you how to lay out content using the visual page builder. So basically, when you open your page builder here, you have a default editor, which is an option. And then you, right now my Fusion Core Visual Builder is selected. So if I click on default builder, then everything is switches back to the default WordPress, and I can have a visual view and I can have a text view. And text view, I can write HTML content, and in visual view I can write text visually, which I don't recommend at all because it generates markup that you don't need, or you don't intend for. So it is it can create a lot of problems while editing. So I always go to text view and edit whatever I need to edit. Anyway, I will go back to Fusion Page Builder and show you how you can easily lay content on here. So the first thing you need is full width container. So the full width container can have elements contained in it. One of the key points that you have to keep in mind is that the theme is fully responsive, which means that on a mobile it will look great, and all the HTML elements inside of the theme will basically reformat, or their layout will be completely different. So to achieve that, the content has to be laid out in a certain way, in columns and in containers that have specific settings. So to make that easier, this theme comes bundled in with the page builder, and then you can use that, and you don't have to worry about the responsiveness of the theme. So anyway, the first thing you need is a full width container, and you drag that. This is implemented with JavaScript draggable context, and it's pretty powerful and works very well. So once I have a full width container, then I can decide what kind of elements do I need in it. Do I need columns in it, or do I directly go to the builder elements? So for example, if you have a full width image that you want to display, then you can do image frame on this, and then you can go from there. In my scenario, I would like to have, I just want to show you a sample. So I would like to have 3 columns on here inside of a full width container. So I will drag column 1, column 2, and column 3 on here. By default, the theme, when you drag these controls inside of a container, the theme will mark this as the last column and these two as not the last columns. So it will help you in the responsiveness of the theme. Other themes, a lot of themes that I worked with don't do that. So it's pretty hectic to just keep changing the attributes on certain divs. Now inside of these columns, you can lay out content as you want. So you can go to builder elements, and then you can decide what kind of content you require, which kind of content. For example, the default editor in WordPress is like a text block, so I can do a text block here. Actually, I will just go 3 text blocks. So you can do 3 text blocks here. And to edit the text inside of this, you click on this little icon which says edit element. And once you edit element, this gives you the text that you want to edit. For example, I will go to the text view, and then I can just have some content on here. I think this content is too big for what I'm trying to do. So I will just keep it this much. So I will just copy this text so I can paste it in the other sections. Here, I would like to put an image, so I can click here and say add media. And this is just like a WordPress editor, so you can pretty much do whatever you intend to do with it. And I will put thumbnail for this image. So this image is pretty large, 940 by 600 pixels right here. So I see that it'll just not fit. So I will select a thumbnail setting for this, and I don't want to link it to anything. And then I'll insert it, and I'll make it center aligned. So then the image comes right in here, and if you go to the visual view, you will see how it looks. And then usually people put a read more link for their services. So I will just do the read more link, and I will select this has to be a link, and I will just put a pound sign here, and then I can say add link, and it'll add a link for me, and I can save it. So basically I just completed a section with this theme. If I go to text view, I can copy this content all as is, and then I can go to the second column, edit the element here, go to text view, and then I can just paste that content in and save it. And I will just do the same for the third column as well. So go to text and Boom, everything is done. Now if you want to change the images, of course you can use a different image. If you want to change the text, of course you can change a different text. So let's see how this change looks like on my page. So I'll click on update, and then you have to be careful and wait till this UI refreshes, because this is based on JavaScript. So then now you can do view page, and once you view page, my content shows up right there. Now a lot of people will mark their services. Let's say this was service 1 that I offer, service 2 that I offer, service 3 that I offer. So they will just do edit page, and wherever their content is, they will edit that, and instead of doing that, they will go to text view, and then they can do a heading 2 service 1. This is some HTML that I'm using to edit that. I will just save this, and then I can go here and I can go to text view and say service 2, and then I can go here and text, and then I can say heading 2 service 3 heading 2. So if I update the page now and look at it, what you will see is it will have a heading, and then there will be some text, and then there will be a read more link. So this looks kind of nice. Now let's say I wanted to add a full width section, the full width section with a different background color, maybe, or a parallax image. How do I do that? All you need to do is to go back and add another full width container on your layout. Let's say this was one section. Now we are doing another section. So you want to go to full width container, and again drag and drop that in your edit area, so you have another container to work with. And this time you go to its properties, and then you can select a color that you want to show in the background, in the full width background. Let's say you want to make the content like that, so you do save, and then you can maybe put a full width image inside of this container, or you can do 3 columns like this. So I will just do, or maybe 2 columns like that. So in here I will add another 2 columns, and then inside of them I will put in one of them I'll put a text block. Actually, you can pretty much do everything with the text block, but there are a lot of cool things that you can choose from. And then you can also use separators, which are pretty much nice. So I'll just touch on that a little bit. So if you go there you go. So you have now 2 text blocks to play around with, and you can edit them and go to text view. So I will just put in the same content, and this time I'll put a little more content, and I don't need read more link, but I'll just keep it just like that. And instead of 150 by 150, I will maybe select another image which is a little wider. So this, and instead of a thumbnail, maybe 300 by 191 will work. So I will do none here and say center, and I will just grab this content and go to my other column and click on that, and then go to text view, change all of that, and say update. Once the update completes, you have to wait till this form loads again. Now it's loading, now it's complete. So now I can view the page in a different, I just opened it in a different tab. And what you see here is my background is a different color and my two columns are a different color. Now what you see is the text here is kind of messed up and it needs to be, maybe I can change the text color here so it looks kind of nice. So I'll go back, edit this, do this, and where my text starts I can certainly make it center line. So all the text I can make center line, and then once you go to text view, it created a it should create a paragraph like this. So in the style you can say color needs to be white, or the hex code for white is %FFF. And I'll just grab this content and edit it here. And update the page again. And once this shows up, I can refresh this page. And now you see that I have two columns, and first I have three columns, then I have two columns, and you can keep playing around with that container, and you can just keep designing whatever however you like your content to be. Now another cool feature that I wanted to show you is something called a parallax image. Now let's say instead of this plain gray background, I need a parallax image that doesn't scroll with the page. So how do I do that? Is very simple, and you can just go here and upload an image. So basically you clear any color that you have and then you upload an image, and I have one image that I was working with, so we will just do that for this example. Usually parallax images are kind of blurry images and they are dark, so that looks good. So look for a blurry dark image, and that will work really well with your parallax setting. So I just put in this in the background and say save. I just leave everything as default, and now this container has a parallax background that is full width. So now update it and then wait for the editor to show up so everything is loaded and complete. Now you go back here and you refresh the page, and now you see a background behind my column, and the height of this background is dictated by how much content you have on this box. And then you can scroll, and if you have more content, it doesn't look like the or maybe I didn't select the setting right. So if you go here, okay, so I didn't select the setting right, so it keeps scrolling. So if I select here fixed background and parallax effect and save again, update it, and once you don't want to mess with Ajax and asynchronous JavaScript, so you go back here once everything is updated there, then you update yours, and now you'll see a parallax effect, like the image is fixed and it's not scrolling with the content, which is pretty cool. And usually what people do is they will do a service section, then they'll do like a parallax image, and then they'll do another section like that which will have their blog entries or something like that. So this is a quick and dirty tutorial, and I will follow up on this, and I will do a detailed tutorial about Avada theme and the various options that you can have, not only with the page builder, but also show you how to edit the revolution slider, what these different options are and what they mean and what you can achieve with them. So thanks very much for watching, and let me know if you have any questions. You can always put your question in the comments, and I'll also put a link to my website and some sample sites that I've done using this theme. So feel free to contact me if you need any help with the theme, and if you need any more tutorials, let me know. Thanks very much for watching.